It's not how much you have, it's what you do with what you have.
Your habits determine what direction you're going. Your success in life, your results are in direct proportion to your habits. Not what you say you're going to do, but what are you going to do? You've got to develop successful habits. And I believe that starts with being a daily goal setter and a daily goal hitter.
Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do.
What you want to be tomorrow, you've got to do today.
You've got to choose to be effective. Know what your priorities are. Know what your must-dos are. Don't let your phone, don't let your tablet, don't let the TV, don't let your friends knock you off what are the most important things to get done today.
You were sitting there and complaining that you're not winning, or life is unfair, or the man is holding you down. Like, if you complain, well then you need to look at what you're spending your time on. Because if you complain, you're not gonna complain your way to more talent, but if you complain and you watch this and it unearths something, maybe you will play 6 hours less a week of video games. The one thing you can control, I feel, is time.
You're not stuck. You're not a victim. Get up today and get it done. Finish the day, attack the day, and go change your life.
You can read books, find someone to mentor and disciple you. You can set some goals, take the incremental steps to get there, and in 10 years double, triple, or quadruple your income, and do it in a field that you love. You are not stuck, and don't you let liberals tell you you're stuck.
The one thing in life that you can control is your effort. And if you're willing to put in an effort to start the business, and you're willing to deal with the challenges and the fact that you might starve, you might have to live like a student, you might have to go through a lot of down times, but if you're willing to fight through those via your effort and putting in, using your brain power, then anything is possible, and there's no reason it can't be used.
Have you ever noticed how hard it is to just get started? How hard it is to get to the gym? How hard it is to get out of bed? How hard it is to put down the bottle when you go to pour a second drink and you know you shouldn't? That feeling, how hard it is to get started, you need activation energy to start the chain, to start to sit down, to start to get out of bed, to start to walk out the door. That's the key to creating any kind of change. This activation energy inside of you that causes the initial boom. And then what do we hear over time? Once you start, there's a chain reaction, and that allows you to keep going.
Getting uncomfortable is superpower number one, because the minute you actually start any journey, you're putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation because you want to achieve something that you don't have. And the only way to achieve something that you don't have is to get uncomfortable.
The biggest reason that people don't grow and they don't self-actualize is simply that they don't train. It's that simple. Training is required for success in any area of life. It doesn't matter what the area is.
As long as you're making progress, you're not perfect. Nobody's 100% in anything, but as long as you're making progress, that's the most important thing.
Finish what you started, do well with it. Next time when you try to do the same thing, it'll be easier, and every day that you do a normal work day will also be easier because you've got one more successful day under your belt.
People spend 2 hours a day on Facebook. Now you talk about a colossal freaking waste of time. If you just stayed off social media completely or virtually, almost completely, and you turned off your television, you can make a pretty good living with that time. People ask me how I read so many books a year. I just don't watch a lot of TV anymore. And I'm not mad about television. I don't think the devil is in there, although he probably is having a pretty good time there. But it's not like it's something like that. It's not like a spiritual thing. It's just a matter of what do I want to spend my time on that gives me my best life.